Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating a look that I did the other day that is inspired by my beautiful dear friend Rocio, and this is the look right here. I adore this look so much. When I did it, I didn't even know I was capable of doing something that beautiful. Not to toot my own horn, but toot, I did that. Wow. I love it. Today we are going to be using some different colors. I'm also going to be throwing some tips in on blending, but I will be having a new blending video. If you haven't already seen my first one, go ahead and watch it. I will try and link it somewhere around here, around my face. But I have another one coming because I had someone in my comments say they have trouble layering shadows without them looking muddy. So I'm going to be giving some tips on that in the next blending 101, maybe blending 102. I don't want to call it that because I think that's cheesy, but let me know. And yeah, so just be ready for that video. But right now we are going to start this video. So just go ahead and keep on watching if you want to know how to get this look. As usual, I'm going to be using my P. Louise base. It never changes, guys. Nope. I got a new tripod and I'm really excited about it because it's more like directly in front of my face. So I feel like it's easier to film now. The one I had before, it was like super tall and I had to like tilt it down, so it was kind of a weird angle. But I feel like this one is really cool and I like it. It's the one that every like vlogger has and they carry around. But I really wanted it and it was only like 20 bucks, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. So tell me if you guys see like a difference in the angle. So I'm gonna do this eye off camera first and then I will be back to show you guys how to achieve this. Okay guys, so I just did this eye off camera and here is what it looks like. So now I'm gonna show you how to get this on this eye. So we already primed, and today the palettes I'm going to be using are the Sephora Pro Editorial palette, the blue shades like this one right here, this one, and my beloved James Charles palette. But I will say, if you don't have this palette, the blues are the most difficult to work with by far. I feel like they're a little bit tougher to blend than any of the other shades, but blues are just really hard to blend in general. So if you like blues and you were thinking about getting this palette, I would suggest maybe looking at some other ones, maybe from Certify or Blush Tribe, or any palettes, you know, like Sugar Pill, anything like that that has really colorful blue shades. I suggest those, but these are pretty good. They're just not my favorite. I'm going to take the shade Cola right here. I'm going to pack that on with a JH33 brush, and make sure you tap off the excess because that can be a reason why your shadows turn out muddy or look very patchy if you layer shadows. When your shadows are patchy, it's because you're putting on too much product on top of another product. You always want to gradually build your shadow because otherwise it's just gonna be too much work to blend it in. That's why a lot of people don't get a seamless blend. So now I'm going to take the shade Brother and I'm taking that on a JH31 brush. And go ahead and pack and then blend up. I'm convinced I will never fully get like all the glitter off of my body. Like I inhale glitter, I'm convinced glitter all in my veins and everything. So now we are going to dip into the Sephora Pro Editorial palette and we're going to dip into this shade right here. Now this palette is the Sephora Pro Editorial palette is way too expensive. I don't recommend getting it. I got it as a gift. That's the only reason I have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it for myself. It's way too much money. I don't even know if they sell it anymore. And also the shades are like pretty powdery. So if you're not used to working with like really powdery eyeshadows, it will be a complete bust. Like it's dang near chalk. But I love the colors that come in this palette, so that's why I continue to use it. So basically that is it for like the shadow portion of the eye. So now we are going to go ahead and go in with the star of the show, which are the Louise Basic Bases. And so I'm going to be taking the shade Hint of Mint, and that's the really pretty color that you see here. And I'm going to be taking that on a JH42 brush, which is a really nice defined, it's a good brush for cut creases. I love this brush because I feel like it stays flat and like the brushes or the bristles just stay together, if you know what I mean. I hate when brushes frizz out when you're trying to cut your crease because that just creates like little ridges in the cut crease, and I hate that. Like, I love my cut crease to be flawless. And I really suggest patting on these bases with a cut crease because I feel like it just gives the most full coverage effect, and it just gives you a steady hand and easier to map out where you want your cut crease, in my opinion. If you guys would like a more detailed video on cut creases or have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments. So now I'm going to take the P. Louise base shade in 0, which is pure white, and I'm going to just start cutting the double cut crease. Also, when you are using the P. Louise bases, if you don't feel they are enough coverage when you are using them, just let them sit for a minute and let them get a little tacky, because whenever I let products sit, like when you let your concealer sit and blend it out, it is fuller coverage than what it would be if you just put it on and blended it out. So now we're going to take the white from the James Charles palette and this shade again and mix them together and then place them over where we just put that white P. Louise base. So now I'm going to take the next shade, which is called Bangin' Blue, and it's just a darker shade that we're going to use to be the base of the darkest shade in this look. Y'all, I'm horrible at explaining things. Hopefully that gets better over time. Okay, so we're going to use the shade Cola again from the James Charles palette and just pat that over the Bangin' Blue. Look how pigmented this is. And if this shade gets lost up here, it's okay. We can go back in with that product and make it pop again. And so now we are going to take the Hint of Mint shade we used to cut the crease and go ahead and put that right after the dark blue shade. And this is the opportunity, if you feel everything is not completely sharp, then you can go ahead and adjust that now. Now we're gonna just pop on mascara and lashes, and then I'll show you what glitter I am using, and then our eye look will be all done. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just popped on my lashes and I used the Dipped in Diamondz Alessandra lashes. So I'm going to use some glitter on my inner corner, and I'm gonna use my favorite glitter, Blue Raspberry Fanta from Chrissy Cosmetics. It shines like no other glitter. I don't think I can do a look without glitter anymore. Like, it just brings everything together, in my opinion. I don't know. So now that the glitter and all the eye portion, everything is done, we are going to get started with our face. And today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which I did a review and comparison onto the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. If you want to watch that video, go ahead and click wherever I put it. I like to use a sponge with this primer because one of my subscribers suggested that to me, and they said it helps smooth everything out better without making your skin look dry, and I definitely agree. Ever since I've done that, I have found no issues. Okay, so I'm going to be using the concealer before foundation method, and I also have a video on that if you want to check it out. It is my most recent video, and just go ahead and go watch it because it's actually one of my favorite videos that I filmed because I love to do this method. Okay, so for today's foundation, I'm going to be switching it up and I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation, and I love this foundation. I used it for a really long time, and then I kind of just stopped using it because I got some other foundations. This is kind of like my summer shade, so I'm gonna be lightening it a little bit with another foundation. I mean, it's pretty significantly darker than me right now because the shade I use in the summer is Soft Honey, and that is not the shade that I am right now. So we're just gonna lighten it a little bit. Now that our under eyes are set, I'm just going to bronze, highlight, and put on some blush, and then our look will be done. I'm going to be bronzing with Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Contour Refill in Cinnamon. As usual, just go ahead and put the bronzer at the bottom of the chin to make sure everything is even and defined. So, you know, you kind of get rid of that little people saying that Morphe brushes fray and shed on them the first time they use them or wash them, and I've noticed that it's because your brushes are not getting conditioned enough. If you have like natural hair, you would know that you could never just go in with shampoo and not condition your hair. So think about your brushes like that. If you're shampooing your brushes, there needs to be some conditioning in there so it gets its moisture back and doesn't go crazy and dry out. So I'm going to use the Sundipped Glowkit, and this is going to be the first highlight I use today. I'm going to be extra and use a couple. Over top of that highlight, I'm going to take Artist Couture's Coco Bling, which is my favorite highlight topper. I don't like to use this as my first highlight because it is so blinding that I like it to be a topper, because I'll just place it right here. Wow, do you see that? I know you do. There's no way you don't. It's probably blinded you now, so I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pay your medical bills. I'm gonna take the lip pencil in Hawkind or Hawkind from Kat Von Disease.
You can't sit with us!
And go ahead and put that on my lips. We're going to take MAC Peach Stock and we are going to place that on the lips. Oh my goodness, I love the smell of these. It brings back memories from when I used to collect these. That is one brand I pray I get to work with someday, is the MAC. Whether it's just a sponsorship, like PR, anything, like I think I would bawl my eyes out. And then I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush and go ahead and brush those together just to make sure everything is truly completely blended together. Okay, and we are going to place the gloss Brio on top, which is from the Dose of Colors I Love Sarai collection. I love this gloss. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed this one because I had a lot of fun making it for you. I love how the look turned out. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, but hopefully I will see you in the next one. Just remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that percentage is pretty high that watches my videos and doesn't subscribe. If you do subscribe, you're good. You can go ahead, watch another video. But the ones who aren't, why? You're already here. Like, come on. But anyways, guys, I'm just playing with you. But seriously, subscribe, hit the notification bell after you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload. I will see you guys in the next one. And thank you so much again for watching. Bye, guys.